What's up everyone, Daniel Yuck here. Thank you all for tuning in today. I appreciate you. In today's video, we are going to be unboxing and we are going to be diving into an in-depth review. We will be taking a close-up look at this tattoo machine from a company called Ai-Tenitas. Forgive me if my pronunciation is a little off there. To my understanding, that's how we are going to be pronouncing it, the Ai-Tenitas. Should you have any questions at any point throughout this video, I'm going to encourage you to drop a comment down below. I will do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. I will leave links for you in the description below so you can check this machine out on your end. Should you find my videos helpful and enjoy my content, consider becoming a patron or sending over super thanks, as I would truly appreciate your support. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me and ring that bell, as I will be bringing more videos like this for you all. With that being said, let's dive straight on into this. So right here is the Ai-Tenitas Prophet Tattoo Machine, and here we have a box of their cartridges as well. Let's take a close-up look at the packaging. Let's start there, and then we can continue to unbox this here. So as you can see, it's pretty straightforward and standard packaging here. Right here we have the details of the contents. The product name is listed as Prophet. The contents are the Prophet wireless tattoo pen. We get a UV sterilization box, which we are going to get into here in this video as well. We get a battery charger as well. So that's all the contents that we can be expecting from within this box right here. So we got all the seals open and broken open there. Let's start opening this up here. And you can see right here it is listed as a design award in 2022 red dot winner, for those who wanted to see what that is there. Upon opening up the box, we are greeted with what looks to be maybe some literature about the machine. So we get a thank you card, and then we get a little user manual here. I will leave this for you right here so you can pause and read this on your end should you choose to do so. That's great. And then it actually gives us a little bit more information here. So here's a quality certificate. And over here we have guidance for the UV sterilization box, and again I'm going to show you all of that close up here. We're going to take a close-up look at how everything works, and I will explain a little bit more on that for you all as well. So that right there is just a little card. Let's take a close-up look at under the foam here. So right here, I'm assuming is going to be the UV sterilization box, and right off the bat what I'm noticing is this is actually very nice. As you can see, this is like a leather band or faux leather. I'm not entirely sure what that is, but it appears to have a leather look to it. To remove that little slip there, and this is the UV sterilization box. Allow me to show you this thing full 360. It actually has a little bit of weight to it. It's actually pretty big here, as we see. This is where we charge it on the back. Profile view of it. Side view. Here is the back. And opening it like so, we are greeted with the tattoo machine right here. So it actually has like some rubber feet on the bottom of it, which makes it non-slip. And then I'm just going to begin with removing this foam. So you can see everything is inserted really nicely. The investment's well protected here. This is a hard foam padding there, and this is the machine itself. Over here we have the charging cable. As you can see, it's threaded here. Right here is a battery. So I'm assuming there may be one battery already in the machine, and then another one is here. I'm assuming there is two. Don't quote me on that. I am just speculating at this point. So we have a battery right there as well. And then here is the tattoo machine. This is the Ai-Tenitas Tattoo Machine. This is the Prophet Tattoo Machine. It gives us a little bit of instructions here on how to use, and right now I'm just showing you all the machine close up for those who really want to see this thing. It kind of blends in with my gloves, and for that I apologize. So it is not click grip. However, the grip is actually really firm. I have to actually give it some force for it to move, so I don't really think that that's going to move while I'm tattooing. I'm not too concerned about it not being a click grip. That definitely is not make or break. And again, I will leave links for you in the description below so you can kind of read more on all of these specs on your end at your own pace there. But this is the machine right here, close up. Before we proceed, let's take a look at what the contents were over here in the box. I'm sure some of us were wondering what's over here, so let's actually see what's in this box right here. So this appears to be maybe some sort of charging station for the batteries, if I am understanding correctly. Yes, so this is a battery charging station for the batteries, so that's how we go about charging the tattoo machine there. Let's take a close-up look at the cartridges as well. These are going to be what looks to be a 0013 mag. Just a straight mag there. This is the packaging of the needle. And these are the Ai-Tenitas tattoo needles. See if I could zoom in here to give you all a better look. They do remind me of the CNC Police tattoo needles. We are going to test out the performance of all of this here in this video. So by the end of the video, you'll know what to expect from the Prophet Tattoo Machine. At first impressions though, this is a longer machine than I am typically used to using. However, it doesn't have much weight to it. It's not as heavy as I would have thought. This is actually a pretty decent weight for the size of machine that it is. I'm actually liking this machine off the top right now. I am going to look at this machine more in terms of taking it apart with you all as well. So let's get into taking the machine apart and taking a look at the inner components. Right here, again, no click grip. Definitely isn't a make or break, as it does have a nice firm grip going there. So that's the grip. To remove this top part, we have these little circles and this arrow. What I'm going to do is I'm simply going to turn this top half, move it like so. And here we have the battery, and that's how we go about replacing the battery. So we do have two different batteries. We could autoclave the grip according to the user manual right here, which is always a plus. And then this is a UV Sterilization Box. And this is the body of the Ai-Tenitas Prophet Tattoo Machine. So the battery is going to go with this flat side up. To place this back on, I'm going to get this arrow with this arrow right here. I'm going to simply line it up, apply a little bit of pressure. It goes on like so. Then I'm going to repeat the grip process in reverse. And assembly is like so. To turn on the machine, this screen right here is actually a button, so there are some instructions right here. Number 1, it says long press 3 seconds to turn on the machine. Number 2 says short press and then long press 3 seconds to turn on Bluetooth. We will get into that here in a moment. Number 3 says short press to pause and start. Number 4 says slide side button to switch mode under pause status. And then number 5 says slide side button to voltage up or down under running status. So this right here is a screen on its own. I'm going to simply hold that down for 3 seconds like so. As you see, we are greeted with the logo. Let me actually remove this and I'll place this down over here to the side. allow me to run that again. So as you see, there is a ring with lights there as well. So I'm going to hold this down. We see the logo come up. Press again to start the machine. And then to switch voltage up and down, it's this little button right here. It goes left for voltage down, and then right for voltage up. So at initial impressions, it actually does feel nice in my hand. It is bigger than what I'm typically used to using, but I don't really think that that's neither here or there for me. I will know because I'm going to test out an assortment of different needles. I'm going to test out smaller configurations, larger configurations, and we're going to see what this thing can actually do. I want to take a moment and share with you all how to go about connecting to the Ai-Tenitas application here, which offers us a range of features for this tattoo machine. So what I'm going to do is I'm simply going to turn the Prophet on, like so, by holding this button down for 3 seconds, and then I'm going to double click this and hold it down. When I do that, it brings me to a screen that says ready to connect. From this point, I'm going to navigate to the app over here. As you can see, I'm just simply going to select the Prophet Tattoo Machine that came up right there, and then it allows me to connect. On the tattoo machine, you're going to see that it does have a little check with a little smartphone indicator there, letting us know that we are connected. I'm going to move this UV box over to the side. I'm going to show you some of the features here that we can use when connecting to the Ai-Tenitas app. So from here, I am able to turn on and off the machine, as you see. I'm going to bring this up closer so you can see this. If I click that button right there, turns the machine on. I'm able to change the voltage right here, as you see. I'm going to change it to 5.5. So you get the idea there. So we could adjust the voltage from the app here. So it's actually a very nifty app here. We can adjust the voltage range there. We could turn the machine on and off. And not only that, you can see right here, when the machine's actually on, it's keeping a timer here, letting us know how long we've been tattooing for, which is also really cool. If we click on this little gear up here, we actually get access to different options. As you see, we have working mode, we have lighting, and we have firmware. I'm going to go to lighting, for example. What we can do is we can select any light color that we want with a feature. So it has general, we have breathing, and colorful. I'm going to select breathing, and I'm going to do, let's say, a red, and I'm going to hit confirm. And as you can see, it changes the light color there. I can actually change it when pausing as well. Let's go to white there, and it's reflecting that. So we have a range of different colors. I'll put down below somewhere right here how many colors we can actually pick from here, but there is going to be a range of colors that we can choose from. We can even just pick colorful, and I believe it's going to cycle, or it's going to cycle through a series of colors here, as you see. And all of that can be controlled from the Ai-Tenitas app, and you can download that from the App Store. And then when it's working, you can also do that for when it's working, put a specific feature on. When it's on, what color do you want while it's on? For me, I'm going to leave it on colorful. I think that's pretty cool. And pausing as well, I'll go ahead and do a pause at white right there. Breathing. And this is going to be personal preference. You can kind of set it up as you wish on your end, but you get the idea. So we do have some functionality here within the Ai-Tenitas app that controls the Prophet Tattoo Machine. Here is a section where you can put out, customers can book appointments with you as well. So the Ai-Tenitas app is actually pretty nifty. I'll do a full in-depth review on the app in another video. For this, I kind of want to try to keep it as simple as I can and let you all see some essentials on what the Prophet Tattoo Machine does have to offer. Using the sterilization box seems pretty straightforward here. So here is the guide to the sterilization box. So starting it up, we have to connect the Type-C charger that it came with on the back of the box. Then it says the box will start and enter standby mode automatically. So let's begin there. Here is the connection. Just simply going to place it in like so. And you can see over here on the front we have green light. We have a green light going right there. Number 2, indicator light. Green light standing by. So that's where we're at right now. And then 3, it says steps right here. Adjust the clip inside the box to the proper position. So let's take a close-up look at what's going on in here. So we did place the machine in there. Everything is placed accordingly. So I did it with this little point facing up. I like to kind of just place it in there slowly. It's actually not hard at all. Very simple, very straightforward stuff there. Position the way you'd like. And then put the tattoo machine in. Close the cover. Press the activate key. When the light turns red, it starts sterilization. Sterilization will finish in 3 minutes while the light turns green. It says 4. Attention, do not expose your eyes and skin under ultraviolet light. Do not open the cover during the sterilization. So we're going to proceed to do that. And then as you can see now, it is red. And it's going to be doing this for the next few minutes. But we'll come back when it's done. We're back a few minutes later, and it did go through its sterilization process. 3 minutes while the light turns green. So I believe it's about done. It doesn't say anything after that. As we can see, there we go. The machine is here. Everything is still intact. The machine is still running. And we're ready to begin tattooing again. According to Ai-Tenitas, this right here is basically a sterilization box that has a 99.99% sterilization rate that can be used for any wireless tattoo machine that we have, whether it's the Prophet, a CNC Q2, an ink claw dagger tattoo machine. To my understanding, we can use this UV sterilization box on any wireless tattoo machine that we have. I will leave links for you in the description below, so again, you can check this out on your end. I will get into the UV sterilization technical side in another video. For this one, I want to kind of stick to the review. So with that being demonstrated, let's get into how I would go about wrapping the Prophet Tattoo Machine. When it comes to wrapping the Ai-Tenitas Prophet Tattoo Machine, I'm just going to do it as I would any other wireless tattoo machine. I'm going to begin with taking off the grip of the tattoo machine. And I'm going to be using saran wrap. You can use barrier film, you can use saran wrap. I'm going to go with saran wrap for this specific design because of the button up top and this little button right here that I need access to. And saran wrap will give me more of a looser barrier around my machine as opposed to a blue barrier film that actually adheres to the machine. I need more of a cling material rather than a sticking material. Get a piece of saran wrap, and then from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up with this bottom part of the machine down here as best as I can, and I'm going to begin wrapping it around the machine. And what I'm doing is I am essentially creating a barrier around the entire top part of the Prophet, as you see right here. I can even wrap this around there. And the reason why I go for saran wrap is because it's easier to work with and I'm able to still create a barrier around my tattoo machines. From here I can double up on the layer or I can continue. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place the grip back on, and then we're going to repeat that process with the grip. So for this demonstration we can do that as well. Full access to this button right here still, even with 2 barriers of saran wrap. I'm going to place one more around the grip. So now I have a barrier around the grip of the tattoo machine. You could even use again a piece of these barrier film should you choose to do so. This one's a little bit bigger, so I'm going to fold it in half. You can kind of get the idea of what I'm doing. I'm just trying to measure it to size. Place it over the saran wrap like so. You can pick one or the other, or you can do it like me. Again, to each their own. I'm just trying to kind of demonstrate how we can go about doing that here. Very nice wrapping, still full access to there. And you could repeat that with the grip down here should you choose to do so, but that is how I'm going to go about wrapping the machine, and then I'm just simply going to add adhesive. And this is not to add any width to the machine per se, but more so to add comfort, so that way when I am tattooing, it is a more comfortable experience, and I'm not tattooing on straight metal here. So I just place a little bit of round. I'm going to repeat that same process with the grip, to each their own. You can apply as much adhesive as you choose to do, so that's going to be solely up to you. Right around there is cool for me. So this is how I go about wrapping the Prophet Tattoo Machine. I am now 110% ready to begin tattooing. I have full needle depth adjustability. I can adjust my voltage on the fly, and I have access to the top. Allow me to conclude the video by relaying some of my final opinions and some insight on how I feel about the Ai-Tenitas Prophet Tattoo Machine. For me personally, whenever I use a machine, I go through a series of questions that I ask myself for my style of tattooing, and the Ai-Tenitas Prophet definitely checked out on multiple fronts. For me easily, this is a no decision. This is a no-brainer for me to give it 5 stars easily. I would highly recommend it to any tattoo artist that would ever come my way, and for multiple reasons. Allow me to explain. The Prophet has one of my favorite motors, which is a Fall Harbor motor. Not only that, in terms of performance, it's all there. I'm able to line, I'm able to pack, I'm able to shade, I'm able to push smaller configurations, larger configurations. I'm able to do it all. So anything that my style of tattooing requires would be achievable with this tattoo machine right here, which is one main reason that I love it. And again, another, it has that Fall Harbor motor, so I could depend on this machine as well to get me through my tattoo sessions. So considering the performance, Considering the fact that we have access to this UV sterilization box, which allows us to sterilize our tattoo machines, and keep in mind, it's not only for the Prophet, it could be for any wireless tattoo machine that we have. We could go ahead and place it into the UV sterilization box for sterilizing, which is a big plus in my opinion. I'm huge on sterilizing. For those who have watched my reviews and watched them thoroughly all the way until the end, would know that most machines that I'm not able to fully disassemble and clean with cold sterilizing chemicals, I'm not really for, and you would know in those reviews I don't really give them full 5 stars simply because I can't sterilize the way I would like to. However, having this UV sterilization box changes that completely, which is why I give this machine right here a 5, and I'm going to explain a little bit more on why else I give it 5. However, for the UV sterilization box, I will get into another full in-depth review and video on this box alone, so be sure to stick around, hit the subscribe button for that video. Not only that, another thing that I did want to go over was the fact that it does have an application that we can connect to our smartphone, so we can go into our app store, download the Ai-Tenitas app, and we can connect to the Prophet. We are able to change the color ring, we are able to control the machine from the app, which is also very, very cool. Connecting is very easy, as you saw earlier in the video, so that is another thumbs up right there. So those are some of the key features that stand out off the top for me, which make this machine right here an all-around good machine for me, and an all-around go-to machine that I would say. The Ai-Tenitas Prophet is definitely a solid machine for anyone's arsenal. Another key feature that actually stood out to me is the battery life. The batteries that the Prophet is equipped with do give us hours of tattooing. So per battery, I believe I was able to get around maybe 5-6 hours or so with one battery, and that's running between 7.5 and around 5. So 5 volts to 7.5, I'm able to get about 6 to 7 hours of tattooing, maybe more, maybe less, but that is the ballpark. We do get hours of tattooing with just one battery, and it does come with 2. So to conclude the video, the Ai-Tenitas Prophet Tattoo Machine is definitely going to get a 2 thumbs up and a 5 stars from me. I would highly recommend you check this out on your end, which I will leave links for you in the description below so you can go ahead and do so. If I didn't touch base on something specific that you may have wanted to know at any point throughout this video, I'm going to highly encourage you to drop a comment down below, and I will do my absolute best to assist you in the best possible direction. I do have social medias under the same name as his YouTube channel. I would appreciate the support over there as well. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me and ring that bell, as I'm going to be bringing more videos like this for you all. Should you find my videos helpful and enjoy my YouTube channel, consider becoming a patron or sending over a super thanks, as I would truly appreciate your support. With that being said, I hope you all enjoyed. You have a great day.